I think we have to increase the minimum wage to around $13 to $15 an hour. There are just too many people who are being left behind. The gap in the earning capacity of Americans is widening between those at the very top and the rest of us. 1% possibly having 50% of the wealth is a little bit much. I think we've got to do things to make sure that we can all prosper together.
Well, there were a number of mentions about infrastructure. I think the ice is starting to thaw around here on both sides of the aisle. I've been trying to push a major investment in infrastructure since the president's first term. Instead, he chose that stupid so-called Recovery Act, which spent 7 times as much money on tax cuts as it did on rebuilding America. It's time to rebuild America. So pleased it was mentioned. I would have liked more emphasis.
Well, on the one hand, I thought the speech was more of a political statement than a governing agenda. That was my initial reaction. At some points, he on the one hand he tries to say we need to come together. The other time he throws down the gauntlet. And so there are those contradictions in the speech that struck me. There are some areas where we can work together, clearly on trade, hopefully transportation infrastructure, although then he said he was against the Keystone Pipeline. If that's a bipartisan project, if we can't support that, it's going to be harder to get to broader infrastructure.